This was more difficult to get a ticket than when Justin Bieber drops like his flash stores.
Hey guys, so it is about 2 in the morning here in Hawaii and we are about to go meet our tour guide downstairs for our sunrise above the clouds. If you have searched anything to do in Maui, this is one of the top destinations, top sightsees to see. So we're so excited because we have been trying to get tickets to come to this park because most people book these out like 60 days in advance. Luckily, we got just luck. Okay, came and we were able to get tickets at the last minute with a private tour, and we're going to be doing sunrise and having breakfast and driving up there. He's driving us. We're so excited, but it's super early and we're drinking our coffee.
Yeah, so this volcano here in Maui, fun fact for you guys, is it's actually we were told it was the fastest ascent up to 10,000 feet from sea level literally anywhere in the world. So that's pretty cool. Also, we have to pack in layers, which is kind of weird.
It is.
Because it's supposed to be like
Super
in the
cold.
high 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Not quite sure what that is in Celsius. You'd have to look that up. But 47 degrees Fahrenheit, which is freezing. So I'm literally in jeans and a jacket.
Yep, layers for sure. It is definitely humid outside as well, so I'm already hot because we got a little bit of sun yesterday, so.
Yeah, and Nadia touched on this. I mean, most people book early in advance. The only way we got into this was because we actually paid for a private excursion to go and do this.
Yeah.
So for those of you
Which
who don't
they
know,
magically had.
yeah, so to put this into perspective, tickets went on sale basically like 24 hours beforehand, but you have to get up super early, like
Yeah.
they release at 7 a.m. for you to get a ticket.
Like
well,
this.
let me just tell you this. This was more difficult to get a ticket than when Justin Bieber drops like his flash stores, his
Or his
pop-up stores.
concerts.
It was wild. Like we got up, at like 6:30. We waited till
Set our
7.
alarms.
Literally, it's when it was 6:59 and we were watching the little hand on the iPhone go. We started counting down
Yes.
10, 9, refreshed the browser, went in there,
Sold
and
out.
still it was sold out that fast. Before the clock turned 7:01, everything was gone. So that's how hard it is.
That's what I'm saying. I would definitely recommend if you're planning a trip here to go ahead and see if you can go ahead and book those dates out. And that goes for all excursions here. That's just a rabbit hole. But anyways, if you're planning a trip, make sure you book your excursions before you're here.
Let's go check it out.
So quiet. I don't think anyone's like out there somewhere. It's very quiet.
This is how quiet it is at 2 a.m. We're up so early, I'm actually wondering if people are like, no way this couple is up this early. I think people are like, this couple hasn't went to bed yet.
Probably. This is us.
Oh, here comes our ride. Let's go. Let's go. We got some lights up in this thing. We got my boy right here. He hooked us up when we got here. Let's go. How was it, babe?
Cold, but super worth it. 10 out of 10.
Is that the coolest thing you've ever seen?
Yeah, definitely. I'm ready for some coffee.
If you were coming up here, we would definitely say bring layers because we heard bring layers, and I brought like jeans and basically a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
And even our tour guide was like, did you guys not get the memo? Because it could be anywhere from 20 degrees to 50 degrees depending upon the wind chill, and apparently the wind can get up to like 50 miles an hour, which is crazy. They said at times it can get up to 70, and if it gets above 70 miles per hour winds,
Yeah, luckily
they'll
he
shut
gave
down
us
the
these.
tour. So
What we're wearing, so shout
Yeah.
out to Michael.
So this windbreaker and this jacket, Michael, our tour guide, was like, y'all are gonna freeze, and gave us some extra gear because we were the first ones on the bus this morning. So that was a positive. But was it worth getting up at 1 o'clock in the morning to come and see this? 100%. We highly recommend anyone coming to Maui.
There's that.
Definitely take the
this your
tour.
top.
Come check it out. Probably the coolest thing we've ever seen so far, at least in my 31 years on this earth.
Well, we finally just sat down for breakfast. We had such an amazing time. We are starving, and we got our own little spot here. We'll show you guys a little bit more here in a second after we eat. But first,
Coffee time.
cheers, baby. It's here. It's just beautiful.
Been waiting a long time for this.
We are about to head through a Zen garden here at the place that we just had breakfast at. So let's go.
What you got, babe?
It's literally like a sea globe. It's really cool. I've never seen anything like that.
Aloha.
Aloha.
So what we want to do is we want to actually talk a little bit about the process of getting to Hawaii from the mainland.
What it takes to get here, yeah.
Yeah, and the reason we want to do this is because it was a little more intensive to get to Hawaii than it actually was anywhere else we've been thus far during COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what was crazy is, you know, like a lot of places, you have to have a negative COVID test within 72 hours in hand before your departure flight from that's bringing you into Hawaii.
Exactly.
We did one of the rapid tests that actually is approved by the state of Hawaii. So if you go to the travel.hawaii website,
They have a trusted partners list. It's
Yes.
very they're very strict on like who they partner with and who they accept it from. You have to have it printed, uploaded, all these things.
yeah. And so Walgreens is on that list, and there's two different ones that you can get. You can get a PCR, which takes like 1 to 3 days, or you can get this rapid COVID test, which was one that you swab yourself in the drive-thru of a Walgreens. So once you have your negative test, then you have to upload it to the Travel Hawaii website. It has to be approved, and then within 24 hours of your departing flight coming into the mainland, you have to fill out a health questionnaire. And is there anything else other than that?
I think that was it, to be honest. They give you like a QR code, you fill out the questionnaire.
You get the QR code that you got to show on your way in that they scan.
Right, and that's honestly really it. I think that's it. It's just the fact that like it's very like has to be within this time frame, has to be printed, has to be approved, and as long as you have all that, then you're Gucci.
And you Gucci. We are on our way to have some dinner here at the Fairmont in Maui. My wife is looking as beautiful as ever. And let me just take this time to say that we have so enjoyed our trip here at the Fairmont. They have been extremely helpful in directing us to different places that we're going. And they've been more than accommodating as well with the hospitality.
Cause I'm running with these emotions, stumbling out of bed.
Thank you so much.
One hell of a roller coaster, you're messing with my head. I'm ending up so clueless. What are you trying to find? I'm running with these emotions.
All right, well, welcome to dinner here at the K.O. here at the Fairmont in Maui. And we have just been presented with this amazing dish. This is actually a representation of the different cultures that can be found here. And so this first dish right here, we were told, represents the Japanese culture that can be found here. The middle dish represents the Korean culture that can be found here. And this third one represents the Filipino culture that can be found here. I can't wait to try it out. Wow. 10 out of 10. Honestly, I would venture to say that's the best sushi I've ever had, period. And I'm not a big sushi eater. Nadia, my wife, will tell you that. But check this out. This is spicy tuna inside, wrapped in a tempura. A little bit of fish eggs on top for flavor. And that's in some type of sauce. I'm not even sure what type of sauce that is. Doesn't matter, because it's bussin'.
Tell me what do you want?
My man's bringing the grand finale. Let's go. What we got here?
I let him do the explaining.
Okay.
Let's go.
Y'all, they just brought out, and as you just saw in the video, they just lighted this on fire. They lighted my soul on fire. We were like, what is this? And it's creme brulee and a pineapple. I'm so excited to try this. I cannot wait. Creme brulee is one of my favorite desserts ever, hands down. Here we go.